Today is Thursday, March 5th, and here's a look at today's top stories.
Despite the recent economic slump, one university official has stated that the number for incoming freshmen are right on track. Learn more when we come back.
And the rumors are true. Recent construction has confirmed that AU will have a new football field to play on in the fall. Stay tuned to hear more.
Mansfield is safe tonight after a homemade bomb was found on the streets. Find more when we return. I'm Laura Roberts.
And I'm Molly Fradiani. It's all coming up next, only on Ashland Tonight News. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us. It seems like fall enrollment at Ashland University may be right on track despite the economic recession. 84 potential students attended AU's Design Your Own Day admission event on Monday. Potential students were invited to take a tour of the campus and sit in on university classes. Combo was packed at noon when all the potential students sampled AU's award-winning dining service. This event is aimed to give potential students a very personal college experience.
A lot of good key indicators that the fall class is coming along nicely. Applications are up, deposits are up, so things are moving in the right direction.
There will be several other admission events this spring for AU to look forward to.
The rumors are true. Ashland University football team will finally have a new home this fall. Simpson Construction Services of Ashland, Ohio are busy working to construct the foundation of the new athletic complex. Construction began after the board approved the next process in bringing Spirit to campus.
The board finally okayed the stadium project because we need this at Ashland. It's going to help our recruiting class and help football and help the whole campus in general.
The university plans to have the football complex completed this fall for the season. As for the rest of the track and soccer complex, it will be completed next spring.
The Ashland University men's track team has added some bling to their wardrobe. The athletes were given rings last week at halftime of the AU men's basketball game. The rings were a reward for finishing third at the Outdoor National Track Championship in May 2008. The men are looking forward to another shot at reaching the podium at Nationals after being beaten by Abilene Christian and St. Augustine last year.
That's it. I mean, really, the season's not over yet. We still got Nationals coming up in Texas. That's going to be amazing. And our team's looking great, so that's going to be awesome.
The 2009 NCAA Division II National Track and Field Championships will take place on March 13th and 14th.
AU's Habitat for Humanity crew is preparing to bring out the hammers and nails for a week of service. During spring break, Habitat will travel to Columbus, Georgia for their spring break. While down south, they will build homes for people in need of shelter. The team will consist of 20 students and 3 faculty members while down south. For more information about the trip, please contact Carrie Charlton at kcharlton1@ashland.edu.
Are you trying to find a summer internship in the Ashland area? The Department of Recreational Services at Ashland University is looking for students who would like to intern during the summer of 2009.
Something that we look for in interns that we hire is someone who is very hardworking, someone who's going to bring a lot to our staff of maybe a component that we're missing.
The internship program was created to help the department run more smoothly during the summer and to help interns get a lot of experience in their area of study. Applications are available in the Rec Center and online at www.ashland.edu. Interested applicants should mail, fax, or email their resume, cover letter, and 3 references to Sean Reese by March 6th. Up next, a sex offender featured on national television may be on the loose near here, and a visitor from outer space came close to Earth on Monday. Find out more when we return. It's all coming up next on Ashland Tonight News.
Hey, honey. You okay?
Jill's pregnant.
Our Jill?
Our Jill. I've been thinking, though, nothing really has to change because when the baby comes, I'll help her. We'll help her, right?
She's just a kid.
We never thought it would happen to us. We didn't know how to best help her through the tough decisions she'd have to make. We found that help. And not just for her, but for us too.
Where there's help, there's hope.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
My name is PFC Eunice Guerra. What I like about the National Guard is I can be, gung-ho and go out there and do, really awesome things, stuff that, civilians, wouldn't understand. And then I get to go home and put on a pair of jeans, and I wanted to be a civilian and then turn around and be a soldier.
Defend freedom. In the Army National Guard, you can. Visit 1-800-GO-GUARD.com today.
Mansfield is safe again after the Ashland Bomb Squad safely detonated a homemade bomb found on the streets. The bomb was found near the intersection of Ohio and Woods Street by a girl on her way to school Monday morning. The Mansfield police arrived on the scene and called the Ashland Bomb Squad to examine the situation. Around 10 in the morning, the Ashland Bomb Squad determined it was an explosive device and evacuated the surrounding houses. They then proceeded to safely detonate the bomb in a small controlled explosion. The pieces of the bomb were taken back to the police department to be examined. Anyone with information on this case is asked to call the Mansfield Detectives Bureau at 419-755-9755.
A man once featured on America's Most Wanted may be posing a threat to Mansfield. Eddie Spillman Jr. is a convicted sex offender, and police believe he has returned to the area. Spillman was arrested in 1991 after being found guilty of sexual battery, gross sexual imposition, and burglary. Spillman spent 12 years in prison and fled from a Mansfield halfway house over 3 years ago. The 5'9", 47-year-old is considered armed and dangerous. Anyone with information should contact the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Hotline at 8664-WANTED.
This week, an asteroid passed just 41,000 miles above Earth, visible to Asia, Australia, and the Pacific Islands. The asteroid was discovered about a week ago, passing between the Moon and the Earth. It was flying through space at an astonishing 12 miles per second. The asteroid was hard to see with the naked eye, but could easily be tracked using a backyard telescope. It was discovered on February 28th when it appeared as a faint dot on a picture taken at Siding Spring Observatory in Australia. There is potential for the asteroid to swing by again in the future, but there's no danger for it to crash down on Earth.
Despite a new president in office and his big plans for improving the economy, the city of Ashland has continued to suffer because of the hard times. In an all-institution meeting held earlier this week, AU President Fred Finks announced that increase in tuition is in the near future for Ashland students. The Board of Trustees and University Cabinet has approved a 5.36% tuition increase for the upcoming 2009-2010 school year. Despite cutting $3 million out of the budget last year, Finks has stated that they have no other choice but to require an increased amount students pay to attend the university. With spring break around the corner, I know I want to be there in the sunshine in the Buckeye State. Stay tuned to see what we can expect from Leland, the weatherman Gottlieb. Ashland 2 Night News will be right back.
Sure, my neighbors Jean and Louise, they may be superheroes with superpowers, but that doesn't make them so super at saving energy and money. I mean, I like them and all, but when Jean uses that power vision to cook dinner?
Honey?
Or when Louise or Starbright tries to save a little on the lighting bill?
Mom, a little light?
I may not be able to harness the power of the elements, but I save significant cash and help the environment with appliances, electronics, and windows featuring the Energy Star label. And I improved my home energy efficiency with insulation. My thermostat? Watch this. I'm just kidding. It's programmable. I don't have to lift a finger to save on AC and heating.
Mom, Dad's making fun of you again.
So discover your own energy-saving superpowers. Go to ase.org/consumers.
I am writing this here because I don't know who to talk to. Every day I watch other girls pick on the new girl at school. They make fun of her, call her names, and sometimes they even hit her. I feel bad for her, but what can I do? I can't tell anyone because if I told, I might get picked on. I wish they would just stop teasing her.
Bullies come in all shapes and sizes. Find out how you can help. Make time to listen. Take time to talk about bullying.
1 in 8 Americans goes hungry. One idea helped change that. A community started a garden that blossomed into farmers markets. 1 in 6 children lives in poverty. One group of women found an answer by opening a daycare center that their neighbors could afford. Today, 36 million Americans live in poverty, but one by one, people are helping themselves and each other to change the picture of poverty to one of hope. For easy ways you can help, visit povertyusa.org.
Welcome back to Ashland 2 Night News. I am Leland, the weatherman Gottlieb, bringing you, yes, Ashland's weather. Well, folks, it looks like Old Man Winter is going to take a rest for the next few days. And boy, oh boy, do we have some warm temperatures to talk about for the first time in a very long time. Take a look at the middle part of our country, the U.S. Yes, the U.S. We have 80s, oranges, moving in our direction. Now, we won't see 80s. Don't get too excited here in Ohio. But this is the general idea. We will see warm temperatures moving into our area. Here in Ashland today, we saw a high of 57 degrees, and now it's fallen to 52. Now, let's see what is in association with all this warm temperature. So we have a low pressure system. However, this time we don't have a cold front except all the way to the west. And now we only have a warm front. And with that warm front, we have Gulf of Mexico water tapping into Ohio. So we may see some showers. However, we will see some warmer temperatures, and that will be the main story for the next few days. Now let's take a look at that all-important 3-day forecast, and we will see that temperatures will reach 62 degrees on Saturday with a chance of showers. That's all I have for weather. Here's Matt with sports.
Thanks, Lee. I am here with your Ashland 2 Night Sports. The AU women's basketball season came to an end on Tuesday night at Grand Valley, where they lost 59-49 in the first round of the GLIAC tournament. The Eagles struggled from the floor all night, but they were in the game throughout. Ashland trailed by 5 at the half, but the Eagles were able to fight back in the second half, eventually taking a 3-point lead with 16 minutes left to play. The Lakers, though, would go on a devastating 30-11 run to close out the Eagles and their season. Lindsey Warren was the only Eagle in double figures with 11 points off the bench, as Ashland shot just 31% from the floor in the game. The Eagles lose 5 seniors for next season, including Warren, Jessica Minch, Betsy Morrison, Lisa Grau, and Alethea Lamberson. Ashland finished the season with a 17-11 record and a 13-9 showing in the GLIAC. The men's basketball team ended its season on Sunday with a blowout loss to Hillsdale, 89-63. The Chargers jumped out early on the Eagles and never looked back, scoring the first 18 points of the game. Hillsdale eventually led 40-6 with 5 minutes left in the first half before the Eagles were able to make it a bit more respectable. Ashland missed its first 9 shots from the field and turned the ball over 4 times in the first 6 minutes. Tyler Rosenberger led the Eagles with 18 points but was 4 of 16 from the field. The Eagles lose both Rosenberger and the team's second leading scorer in Brett Wackerly going into next season. The Eagles also will be in search of a new head coach as well. Men's basketball coach Roger Lyons announced his retirement on Monday before a contingent of media, fans, alumni, and assistant coaches. Lyons went through a tumultuous season in which he lost 16 games, including 11 of the last 14. He was also suspended once by the league and was ejected from a game in January. The basketball program has also lost 9 players from its program in the last 2 years, not including graduating seniors. The search will begin soon, but no specific candidates will have been named, as far as we know, says Athletic Director Bill Goldring. The wrestling team had 5 wrestlers qualify for next week's national meet in Houston, Texas. Josh Ohl, who won the region, will go to Houston along with Dan Mandera, Justin Ferguson, Tony Bradbury, and Jacob Bartley. Ohl could have a very strong showing at Nationals as the 3rd-ranked wrestler in the 197-pound weight class, and he has not lost a match this season to a Division II wrestler. The men's indoor track team won a GLIAC championship for the first time in 10 seasons, edging out, guess who, Grand Valley. Several Eagles made this possible, and here are a few who won awards from their GLIAC performances. Joe Horn was named the Track Athlete of the Year, and Mike Jeffrey earned Field Athlete of the Year honors. Carlin Isles was named the Freshman of the Year, and Judd Logan was named the Coach of the Year for Ashland University as they completed a sweep of the GLIAC awards. The women's indoor track team could not come up with a championship, just missing out by 1 spot to Grand Valley. Tara Cooper was named the conference's Field Athlete of the Year as she set an arena record in the weight throw and finished 4th in the shot put. Cooper has the longest weight throw of anyone in Division II this season. That's all I have for AU Sports. Up next is Molly Miller with tonight's Health Report. TV2 will be right back.
I joined the National Guard and never thought I'd be saving lives.
I never thought I'd have such an impact on my community.
It's more than money for college. It's built my character and given me a sense of accomplishment.
Citizen soldiers have 2 missions. One is right here at home during emergencies.
The Guard opened the door for me. Now I'm on a career path and I'm the leader of my team. When your country calls, you go, proudly.
I put on the uniform and I have a whole new outlook on life. Country, community, family. That's what matters most to me. If that matters to you, go to 1-800-GO-GUARD.com.
Even when I was a young boy, I knew how important music was to our family.
Stop. Eddie. You're still off key, son.
It broke my heart. Why was I different?
Let's do it again.
My father smiled. Our family is like our music, he told me. There's a part for everybody.
When you really listen, love is what they'll hear. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Molly Miller, and I'm here with this week's TV2 Health Report. Spring break is just a day away. What do you need to do to stay healthy and safe? The CDC gives a list of pointers for a safe and healthy spring break. If you're traveling out of the country this spring break, make sure that you have received all of the necessary vaccines. You can find a list of the suggested vaccines on the CDC's website. Not all of us will be leaving the country, though. For those of you heading to a more tropical location over the break, don't forget sunscreen. I know that escaping the frigid weather we've been having is exciting, but don't forget to keep yourself protected from the sun by wearing sunscreen, sunglasses, and limiting your time in direct sunlight. If you are traveling, don't forget your health card and keep a list of all allergies you have on you at all times in case of any emergency. No matter where you are heading, whether it's someplace far away or back home, there are some health tips that we all need to remember. The CDC reminds people that just because you're going on vacation doesn't mean you have to gain weight. When you're eating out, choose healthy options like grilled chicken and fish, salads with light and fat-free dressings, and snacking on fruit. The CDC also reminds us to stay active over break. If you're traveling, hit the gym in the hotel before you start your daily activities. Or if you don't have a gym where you're staying, participate in physical activities or go for a run. Another warning the CDC gives is drinking. They remind people to remember the dangers of drinking in excessive amounts. The CDC suggests being very careful of what you drink and setting a BAC limit around 0.05. They also suggest trying some of your favorite drinks virgin style. Make sure to drink plenty of water, especially if you'll be drinking alcohol. The #1 rule for spring break is to have fun, but to be safe. If you're really concerned about the food that you will eat this spring break, Fox News gives a list of 10 healthy foods that are not that healthy for you. Their first food is olive oil, which is good for your heart but contains 120 calories and 14 grams of fat per tablespoon. Their second is a tuna fish sandwich, which in the average contains over 700 calories and 43 grams of fat. Granola is also a master of disguise. Many granolas contain lots of coconut oils, sugars, nuts, and other high-calorie foods. They remind us that the word organic doesn't mean that it's good for you. If you love sushi, be careful. Many sushis are Americanized and contain a lot more calories than you think. Try tuna sashimi, which has 35 calories and 1 gram of fat per ounce. Pizza is another food that is wise to stay away from. The last 3 foods they warn against are frozen dinners, which are highly processed, protein bars, which tend to be high in calories, and pretzels, which are low in fat but empty calories. That's all with Health Tonight. TV2's entertainment reporter is off for the night. Instead, we decided to give you an inside look at what students are up to this spring break. We sent our crew out for a special spring break version of Man on the Street. Take a look.
Hey, Ashland University, I'm Molly Weisgarber.
And I'm Abby Cassandi.
And you may have remembered Jake and Shane going around last year for TV2 asking students trivia questions or what their plans were for the weekend. So Abby and I decided to do our own version this year.
Yep, we decided to hit up some hot spots around campus and see what students are doing for spring break this year.
Let's check it out. Students, boys, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Taylor Hale.
Taylor Hale.
I'm Taylor Hale. I don't think he is.
Hey, this is Abby, and we're here interviewing Dan Eisenhower. All right, Dan, what are you doing for spring break this year?
Well, Abby, I am going to be staying in Ashland and working.
Oh, yeah? Where are you going to be working?
I work at Upper Convo in the catering here at Ashland University.
Very exciting. Is it busy over spring break?
It sometimes.
Yeah?
Depends what's going on.
All right. Any other big plans? No traveling or football or anything?
Nope, I'm just going to be hanging out with myself here in Ashland.
Good, a little bit of me time.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Well
Sounds
needed.
good. Well needed,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Boys, I would like to know what your plans are for spring break.
I'm going to Germany with the choir.
Oh, really? What do you sing in the choir?
Songs.
Soprano. We are here with Matt Brubaker. And so, Matt, what are you doing for spring break this year?
I think I'm just going to relax at home a little bit, maybe regroup for the second half of the semester, and I think I'm going to talk to the guy I'm interning with over spring break as well.
Very cool. Where are you interning?
The Mahoning Valley Scrappers. So I'm going to be it's
Nice.
an Indians affiliate, so looking forward to it.
Very cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So, no big travel plans?
Up to Niles, Ohio, and that's about it. So nothing else.
That's all right. Sounds very exciting. Well, enjoy your spring break.
Thank you.
George, are you going to Germany?
I'm not. I don't sing well. I mean, I could try. See.
And Mary, would you mind sharing with us what you're doing for spring break this year?
Absolutely. Well, this year I'm very excited. I'm going to Germany with the choir tour. We're leaving on Saturday and we're getting back next the Tuesday after break.
I'm staying home for spring break because I want to hang out with my mom.
So you're going with Taylor?
Yes.
Now, we just recently talked to him. Are you able to tell us a little more? We weren't really sure the words that were coming out of his mouth.
That's a common problem with him.
It's true.
Well, like I said, we're leaving Saturday. We're flying into Munich, and then we're going to be in Germany and Austria for about 9 to 10 days. And we're going to Munich, Berlin. We're going to Salzburg. We also get to go to Dachau, which is one of the concentration camps that was during Nazi Germany that they used. So we're doing a lot of sightseeing, but we have I think like 9 or 10 concerts that we're singing at different churches and halls around the area. So that'll be fun.
That's awesome. Yeah. Very unique.
I'm excited. I'm very excited for it.
Well, be safe and bring back many pictures.
Of course.
And I don't know.
So, Abby, what are you doing for spring break?
Actually, I'm going to Houston, Texas for spring break.
Houston, Texas.
Indeed. I'm going to the national track meet with the rest of the track team. So.
Wow. Now, what did you qualify for?
The high jump.
The high jump. Yeah. Good thing you got long legs.
Good thing. Yeah, that's true. Right. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to Washington, D.C.
Oh, what are you going for?
I've never really been there. You know, thought it'd be a good time to go see the nation's capital.
No time like the present, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It's been great learning everyone's spring break plans. And Abby, good luck at nationals.
Thank you very much.
And hopefully, Ashland, we'll be seeing you around. Look for us.
See you later.
For Man on the Street or Woman.
Woman.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Thanks, Molly and Abby. TV2 will be right back after the break. Stay tuned.
These are poor coal mining communities where there's no jobs and no health care. Last year we had 7,000 people, so we know it's needed. Instead of being stationary in one clinic, we bring this clinic to 8 communities. People appreciate so much that we're able to be there with them in a moment of crisis. And that is a gift which keeps me on the road and keeps me going.
Have you saved a life today?
I took 2 flood victims to a shelter.
I donated a day's pay to help a family that lost everything in a fire.
Have you saved a life today?
I teach a class in infant CPR.
I donated a pint of blood.
Have you saved a life today?
No, but today somebody saved mine.
The American Red Cross. Together, we can save a life.
There are heroes.
My dad fixed things for everyone.
Whose names we never hear, reaching out to help their fellow man.
And me?
There are dreamers.
Well, I just held the light.
Who are making dreams come true, taking time to teach the children there's nothing they can't do. All it takes is a point of light.
Over the years, we fixed things for friends we knew, and some we didn't. He was teaching me more than just how to fix things.
And you try to make it right.
Teaching by example.
You will be
Pass it on.
a point of light.
A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Welcome back to Ashland Tonight News.
If you're looking for something to do tonight, be sure to stop by the Mr. University contest. The event is sponsored by the Alpha Phi sorority and is a male version of a beauty contest.
If you haven't gotten your tickets for the events yet, there is still time. You can purchase tickets for $3 at the door. Raffle prizes will also be auctioned off at the end of the night. All proceeds for the event will go towards the Alpha Phi Foundation to support women's cardiac care. So, what's everybody up to for spring break?
Well, I'm going to go visit my grandparents in Florida, so I'm excited for that.
I am going to go home and write a research paper, clean my room, and hang out with my family.
I'm going to be going home also, hopefully drinking some Starbucks, eating some sushi. You know, living the dream.
Nice, nice. Well, that about does it for tonight's Ashland 2 Night News.
We would just like to thank our TV2 crew, and if you're interested in helping out with Ashland's TV station, you can email us at tv2@ashland.edu.
On behalf of all of us here at TV2, have a fun, safe spring break, and be sure to join us Thursday, March 19th at 4:30 for your weekly newscast.
Thanks for joining us.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.